It came to light again this week at that tragedy at the school shooting in Minnesota. In an emergency, a little bit of knowledge can help you save a life, especially when it comes to stopping bleeding. Joining us now is Chair of Surgery and the State Trauma Committee, St. Vincent's Medical Center, Dr. Shae Gregg. Thank you for being here, Doctor. Appreciate it.
Oh, thank you very much.
I would imagine first, in emergency situations, it's hard not to panic, but what can regular people do to stop bleeding while they're waiting for first responders?
Absolutely. So, it's a shame that we even have to be in this situation to talk about this, but here it's happened again. There were 17 injured, and it's amazing what bystanders can do to stop bleeding. This is sort of goes into the same category as getting ready for the heart attack when someone has, and where someone can learn CPR. So things like packing wounds, putting pressure on wounds, and basic tourniquet training can honestly stop bleeding and save lives and get people to the hospital where we could do something.
And assuming timeliness here is super crucial, right?
Absolutely. In fact, there were press conferences that I watched in this horrible event where they said the people where they were able to stop the bleeding before they got to the hospital, they really had sort of the best outcomes. So this is where civilians and people at the scene of all ages can make a difference.
All right. So how do EMS and hospitals and trauma teams work together in a crisis like this?
Sure. So the key is actually training and preparedness. It's training and preparedness both from the hospital and trauma team side, where we had a training here about a couple weeks ago where you had to prepare for this exact, situation. EMS prepares for the field, and then we come together and actually exchange ideas and come up with protocols that we will be ready for that emergency should something like this horrible thing happen.
And what about regular people? If you want to learn more about how you can help, where does a layperson go to get training like this?
Sure. So St. Vincent's actually had a public course today for Stop the Bleed, and interestingly, a lot of high school students were able to attend. We're excited about that, actually, that younger generation is doing this, but there are several public courses across the state, and we are determined here at St. Vincent's to really have the greatest community outreach for Stop the Bleed. And
briefly, there's a new Connecticut state law regarding this as well, right?
Absolutely. Actually, this was signed into law. It went into effect July 1st. HB 7200 encourages not only the education of anyone from municipal workers to kids in school to learn Stop the Bleed, but also to install Stop the Bleed kits in public areas of congregation. So hopefully, again, we'll have the tools, we'll have the training, and we'll really all come together to make a difference.
To be ready to save a life. Dr. Shae Gregg, Chair of Surgery and the State Trauma Committee at St. Vincent's Medical Center. Appreciate your time. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
All right.